Hello, beautiful people. Hold on, let me just sort out myself. Hi, how are you guys doing today? Sorry for the snowman. I just got a notification that said I unlocked a new emote. So I was like, huh? I wanted to see what it looks like. How's everyone doing today? It is Thursday. Friday! It's Friday! Oh my gosh, it's Friday! Hello, Devil Blade. I see you got first. Well done, well done. And we have Necro. What is with these emotes? Is that a rope? Are you pulling me on the rope? Wow. How you doing? I'm doing good, Madvox. How are you doing? Uh, I'm doing as best as I can. But like in the last, let's say a few hours, I gave myself some pampering, so I'm all right. And I've got a cup of tea with me now. Oh yeah, welcome guys. Just making sure you're not biting anyone. Wow, because I'm feral. Glad you're good and my day is good. That's good. Hope you're happy and healthy and everything is just going smoothly today for you, for everybody. Okay, so guys, I don't know if I should wait till there's more people before I start explaining how today is gonna work. Because I've never done this before. I've never seen anyone else do it before. It's just like my own thing that I just not made up, but it's like this is stuff that I should be doing for myself in my personal time because it's very personal stuff, but like I want to share it with people because sometimes you never know how many people out there wish that they could do this with other people like me. Like I wish I knew more people that care about stuff like this. So I thought, if it, why don't I just do my own thing and the people that care will show up, you know? I don't have to go looking for anybody. I just have to be myself. Today I decided to find out just how good or bad AI is at making music. Holy, it's scary. Oh my goodness gracious. There's so many, I've been getting so many flippin' ads. What is that app called? Suno or something like that. I keep getting that ad on YouTube about making music, and I'm like, why are you giving this to me? Like, I never mentioned anything about I'm interested in the new GTA online update. They're still doing updates for that. They need to be focusing on finishing GTA 6. Unless they just have like separate people for I don't know. I don't know. I don't play GTA, so I don't know what they do in the updates. Is it like Minecraft updates where you get new stuff and it's like interesting again, or is it like new missions or something? I don't know. How does this stuff work? They are bringing Michael into GTA Online. How though? That's quite interesting. So, like, does that mean people will be able to do the story online together? You always have a Minecraft badge. Where did you get this? Minecraft 15th anniversary celebration. Oh, when was this? Which year was this? Oh, the Michael thing is a DLC for online. Oh, I'll see. I can take it off if you want. No! Leave it there. I was just wondering where you got it because it's cool. Which year was the 15th anniversary? I don't know what anniversary year they are on now, even. I haven't been following Minecraft since the game was released because I didn't know about it that time. I only started, got into Minecraft when the pandemic started. Hi, Kurti. Welcome in. Is that better? No, put it back. You're the only one who has it that I think that I can remember off the top of my head right now. How are you doing, Kurtie? How is your day? How has your week been? It's Friday. If I sound a little off, it's because I am. But we like today. It's not supposed to be a trauma damping session. Today we healing, guys. We healing. Okay, I think we have about. You have this too, but I don't see it now. Oh, the helmet. Raging Wolf Helm. Yeah, if I click on your badge, it shows me every other badge that you have. I think it's is it 7TV or BTTV? I can see all the badges. We got Zevent 2025, 2024, and the Silk Song. No, wait, that's not Silk Song. That is little the little that scary game with the tiny people. I forgot what it's called now. Yes, I can see everything. Yeah, guys, today we're not gonna have a very long stream because it's just wait, this thing is not picking up my voice very well. Put it here. Put it here. Hey, hello. Hello. Okay. Because I don't feel like shouting. Hello, Kate. Gambisa. Yo, it took me a while to read what you're saying. And then I was like, oh, it's Kate. Welcome in. How are you? How was your week? The music is kind of soft. I want to make it a bit louder. It's a smidge. Just a smidgeroo. Okay, so I have a plan for today. Let me just get my notebook out from all the other notebooks. So first, I want to watch some videos together on YouTube. There's just like, how can I say, like mental health videos or not mental health videos. I don't know. It's just videos that's gonna be good for you. I can't really explain what it is, but don't worry, it's not like brainwashing stuff or like conspiracy theory stuff, and it's not like boring stuff. It's just like it could even fall under the category of motivational videos, I guess. But it's not those motivational videos where they like shout at you and they're like, "You need to bleed if you want to get success." Like, calm down. We're not. Just calm down. You got promoted, demoted, and promoted again. What? How? Did someone like leave and come back, or what? How? Hello, Sticky Simon. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing this evening? I hope you're having a wonderful day and week. Was told I'm moving from the floor to on the road. Then from there, I got into office to do filing. Oh, so they say they want you rather at the office instead of like on the road. So how's it promoted and then demoted and then promoted again? Because you thought you're gonna go out and then come back, and then they brought you back, but they were like, no, but we're gonna give you something else. Ah, okay, I got it. I answered my own question. Because I was explaining what's the plan for today. We're gonna watch some videos. What else? What else? Then I want to have like a journaling session, but I'm not gonna like show on screen what I'm journaling. Obviously, that is private. Vroom. So if you guys have journals, hello Yaku. If you guys have journals, bring them along, get them ready. I have two journals. One is like the one where I like rant and write bad stuff and like it's to release all the bad negative stuff. And then my other journal is like the positive one for manifesting, like for writing about your dreams and all of that. It's best to have them not in the same book. So we're going to do that. Um, and then after that, I want to do a 5-minute yoga session, but I'm not putting the camera on, okay, guys? I'm just going to mute myself and I'm going to put the yoga video on the screen, and you're welcome to follow along if you want. Because it's part of the session today, you know. 3 stream string, let's go. Love
Huh?
Tasty Words. I love Tasty Words too.
Huh?
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 The office space is better than both. December is sorted out nicely. Yay! Happy for you. That's good. Demoted because going in the road and then to side. Oh, I see. Well, I'm glad that everything worked out in your favor. That's amazing. Happy days. What was I explaining? Oh, I want to do a yoga session. I'm gonna put the yoga video on the screen, and then you're welcome to follow along if you want to. And then I also want to do a 10-minute meditation after that, like a guided meditation. It's just gonna be on YouTube. So that's like gonna be the quiet time. And then at the end, we're gonna chat a little bit more. And yeah. So basically, I want to talk about like if you guys have things that you want to get off your chest, but like not trauma dumping, but more like, how can I say, like, say now you don't have a space to talk about things that's really like heavy on your heart and you just want to talk about it. You can talk about it today. I was waiting for the long, huh? Did it not do it? It did, man. It did. Did the stream buffer? So yeah. I'm gonna use, in the Discord, we have a channel called Mental, which is basically where I like to share videos that I find useful and helpful. I don't think anyone checks what I posted, but I'm gonna use that chat as like a reference for me to look for what to play. I don't know what should I, someone redeem a hydrate. I've got tea. I've got tea. I'm good. Yo, you were so stingy with your points. The points will come back, Kate. Also, aren't you subbed? The points are gonna come back times. This is what, times 1.2. It's rooibos tea, lemon flavor. I wish we had lemon juice so I could make it more lemony, but we do not have any lemon juice. And I'm not about to cut a whole lemon just for my 1 cup of tea. And then I must put the rest of the lemon back in the fridge and then it dries out before someone uses it next. And then it's like a waste of a whole lemon. I don't even know if we have lemons. I think I saw one, but it's a huge lemon. Do you think you'll ever stop streaming or let the server die? The Minecraft server? Will I ever stop streaming? I don't think so. This is my only source of income right now. So it's my job. And the plan, like I've always said, is that I'm gonna do it when I'm married as well. And the thing is, it's a liquor job because like after I'm married, I'll have the time to do like other stuff. And if we're gonna travel or anything like that, I'll have the time to do that too. I'll have the time to sort out the wedding and all of that. So it's like this job doesn't restrict me as a other would. I'll never financially recover. Oh my gosh. My hybrid's not that expensive. If you make me want to be happy, I can purge my points. No, that's cheating. Oh, my tummy is sore, guys, but it's like not sore. On AP stream, he doesn't raid out, so I can leave my laptop on for a week and come back to a peep ton of points. What do you mean, leave the laptop on for a week and come back? If he doesn't raid out. So even after the broadcast ends, your points are still adding up. How does that work? Hello, Sleeper. Welcome, welcome. How goes Gyal? Gyal goes good. Am I right? I'm almost 75% there. Yo, for VIP. I hope the sound that you want me to put for your custom redeem is nice. Wonder what it is. How about you, Sleeper? How was your day? What did you do today? How was your week? How was everybody's week? My week, yesterday was awful. It was the worst Thursday of my life. I was just so depressed. I just woke up like that. I couldn't even get out of bed until like 2 o'clock because I was just not feeling well. Before you do your meditation, let me cause some disturbances. I'm gonna do it later. No, but he streams often. Oh, yes, he streams like twice a day for very long hours. I was surprised that AP was like, in my recap, AP was my number one favorite streamer to watch because I got so many hours chilling by him, even when after I stopped. When the broadcast ends, it starts again. When he goes live, I'm there. When he ends, I'm there. Crashes and restarts, I'm there. Yo, collecting gifted subs and points. Dedication, yo. You must get a PC, man. No more laptop. Get a gaming PC. But like not an expensive gaming PC, a reasonable budget gaming PC. Like, because you already have a console, so you don't need like a NASA computer. But it's just handy to have a gaming PC because sometimes when friends are like, can we play this game and play that game? And then you're like, but I'm on console. And then nobody else is on console. And then you can't play together. This was pre watch time change. That's how I got about 25 days on my watch time. There I was sitting on the toilet. Okay. I saw a spider the size of my hand near me. Yo! I grabbed a piece of toilet paper. Sis! Ran to the inside bathroom. Then I came back and killed the spider. And okay, well, that was very graphic. Sleeper. Goodness gracious. A spider the size of your hand. Are you sure or are you exaggerating? Do we even have spiders like that in South Africa? How? Yo. It is bug season though, with the weather getting hotter and the windows going open. The bugs go in the windows and they're like, hey, wanna be my friend? It's called a reën spinnekop. Rain spider. Oh, so it's not from hot weather. Rain spider. I want to see how it looks. Ah! This is in your house. Oh my gosh. But the house, move away. Go to Australia. Wait, don't go to Australia. Go somewhere with, because they also have spiders. They have big spiders. uh, I cannot. Yo, okay, I didn't know this. I've never seen a spider like that in person, and I'm glad I did not. It's probably because we have 20 million cats, so I don't even get to see the spider. I've seen one as big as our bank. Hello. Was next to me, Shamey Sika wanted to poop too, but at least wait outside the door. Oh, funny, funny. Guys, I want to know from you, how do you feel about how this year went? Obviously, everyone's going to be like, yo, this year was crap. But, like, what goals did you set at the beginning that you didn't achieve? And, like, what do you want to achieve for yourself? Let's say for this month, for the coming month. Let's not think about 2026 even. What do you want to achieve this month? What do I want to achieve this month? I want to say honestly, I would like to achieve freedom from desiring a husband so much, because I think it's he's only going to show up when I stop looking for him, but it's so difficult to just forget about it when everything you do every day, it's the whole point was to be married by now. So every day just reminds me of how my dreams had to change just like that. So I wish I could just let it go. That was when it ran out behind the cupboard to look and run back to hide. I just I want to become more fit. I'm a start skipping rope again. Ooh, nice. That's also something I should look at. But every time, I'm telling you, every time in my lifespan that I've set the goal to become more fit, it just doesn't work. For me, exercising is just so boring. I don't even know. It doesn't matter how easy it is or how difficult it is. It's just, I get bored. And like, even if I set a reminder for myself, you need to do squats for 1 minute, I'm going to be like, it's just 1 minute. 1 minute of very uninteresting activity that I would rather skip. Well, you don't need no man. You a man. A woman. uh, I found one in the kitchen cupboard when the lights were off. What were you doing in the kitchen in the dark, bruh? The kitchen is a very dangerous place and you there in the dark. You what? Of course the spider was hanging out, like the darkness is their time to get stuff done and you disturb them. But like I have the time now so I can. Oh, that's good. What kind of so when you do the skipping, how much do you do, or do you like set a timer for like 5 minutes or whatever, and then you just skip, or do you like be like I'm gonna play one song and skip until the song is finished? Yo, that's normally what I do when it comes to doing squats. But yo, I'm so sick of squats. It's boring, and it's just I'm not seeing the results. So how do you guys stay interested in working out? Like what mindset? I would like the reason I want to exercise is so that I can have more energy, because you know how I'm always saying how I'm tired all the time. I would like to not be tired every day. I found one in the broodpluk that one time. Small lost my appetite. Yo, oh my word. What attracts these spiders, by the way? Like, don't spiders generally eat other bugs like flies and whatnot? But such a big spider in the house. Why does it have to be there? Why does it want? Cockroaches? Oh, that explains. Maybe we don't have it because our cats will catch the cockroaches. So there isn't chance for cockroaches too. be around long enough for the spider to come here. I go until I feel like passing out. Oh, damn. But then the next day, what motivates you to do that again? If the result is going to be until you feel like passing out? That is my question. That is, watch a video for real. It really helps. Could be a workout vid, could be a makeup vid, just something to keep you engaged. I have actually, I think last week or the week before last week, did, when I was doing exercise, I would do that. I would set a timer of 2 minutes and then I would be watching series. Costco, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing wonderful. How's your week? No, but the whole time is to be more fit. If I can go for longer, then I've reached my goal. If you can go for longer. Okay. I don't know if that's a strong enough motivation for me. I am good. It's Friday. Tupsy. If you get bored exercising, maybe stuff face with everything you love. Eat a lot. So it's like guilt myself that I have to exercise. But I don't get fat from food. I eat whatever I want. That's not a problem for me. That's why I have even less motivation to exercise. Today I went to go have a peek on that website. Remember a while ago I signed up on that website, which is like um a a dating website but for gamers only, and then you can like list what games you play and you can search by game and whatnot. But it's rough, yo. And why is there only white people on there? Like there's only white people on there, bruh. It's a bit, it's like a bit odd. P? What about P? What? Ooh. I saw about one person on that website that looked okay, but it was just a bit strange. His profile said he's 40, but when I look at the picture, I was like, how is that possible looking at these pictures? Because this person looks like 21, not even 25. They look like 18 even. So maybe it's old pictures, but like, he had a nice face, so. But then when I started reading his bio, there was like paragraphs and paragraphs, and I just have a feeling like he's gonna talk me to sleep. But I can't just, there's hardly any other options on the website. So I was like, okay, fine, send a friend request, let's see what happens. Because I should get an email notification if there's any type of response. Otherwise, if nothing happens, I don't even care. I don't know, Misa, I forgot now. My alarm went off. Alarm for what? Peak. Whose bio? Yo, I'm lost. Of this guy that I saw on that dating website for gamers. My house alarm. Your house alarm went off. Yo. Why? Someone breaking in? I hope not. Or they the gym type? I have no idea what type they are. I was too lazy to read the paragraphs written in their bio. Like it was legit paragraphs. I know I have paragraphs too, but my stuff is straight to the point. He was like writing a novel. You can tell he's into literature. That's what I got from like reading 2 sentences. Nee, sis Misa, wat het jou besiel? I gotta make an effort. I can't just sit here and wait for a miracle. And I didn't message the person. I just sent the friend request and then I'll just let it unfold however. Knowing me, I'll get bored in the first conversation, so at least I try. You want to be honest, me reading 2 pages just kills me. Yeah, some of us are just not into reading. And like just being on a website and scrolling already makes me feel icky and gross. So I just wanted to close the tab as quickly as possible. That's why I didn't want to read all that stuff and stay there for longer than I had to. On a gamer date? No. I don't I didn't check what country he's in. He could be in probably not even the same country. Oops. Is it like an e-date gaming thing? No. No. Let me find the website. Uh Hot shot. Let me just copy the link. Copy, copy, copy. Paste. It's that. But I don't have much expectations for that. It's just anything but Tinder, please. And Bumble and Hinge and the common ones on the phone. Just I can't. The swiping thing also works on my nerves. Like you think an algorithm understands you, but it doesn't understand anything. It was good except for the spider incident. Oh yeah, Ghost Girl, you missed the whole story about Sleeper and this gigantic spider that was next to him in the toilet. You ate a whole banana loaf. A whole? Okay, banana loaves are small, but damn, that is. Oh, I only read what I find interesting. Same. Better not me, I would have cried. Just not crying on the toilet. And then Trey, welcome. How are you doing on this lovely evening? Ask your mommy to set you up on a date. She will laugh. I actually told my parents I want an arranged marriage and they just laughed like I was joking. But hello? Who's going to be laughing when I'm 40 and I'm still here? No one will be laughing. No one. My parents aren't really involved. That they're not um nosy or in people's business and stuff. I'm on my own, okay? I'm pretty much on my own. Good evening, my friend. My friend. Everybody getting them beautiful daily blessings and the pink slips. Dun, 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 dun. I think I'm gonna make a tutorial on how to animate my character because, oh my gosh, guys, I saw the nicest comment on one of my YouTube shorts today. Because in the week, I think Sleeper was saying that I don't read the comments, and you're right, I don't. So today I decided to check, and I read all the comments, and there was the one that it was so sweet. This person said that my voice is their trans goal, which means they're transitioning from a man to a female, and they're like, that my voice is their goal, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet. That made my day today. Uh, no, my goodness, I'm not doing it. They are more like sugar daddies mostly. They don't even look like sugar daddies. They look like people that. Okay, let me not be rude because I'm on the website, so. Yes, auntie, read them comments. I'm playing at Atelier Riza 3. Hello, Riza. Welcome in. Atelier Riza 3. Did I say that right? You want a sugar mommy? I don't want a sugar anything. I want my soulmate. Oh, is the music too loud? If it, I am reading it. Be right back. What are you reading? What? What the heck? It's basically the story of a mage like person that experiences adventures and hardships. Ah, an adventure game. Nice. Lovely. Ooh, this is a video we can watch. At E Etilia? Etilia? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Misa is slaying it on the website. I know. I don't want to toot my horn, but I think I don't belong there. But like you think my inbox would be flooding with invites, but actually not. I just got like 5 invites so far or 6, and I declined them all. Because immediately I was like, no, it's a turn-based game. Ah, I'm not good at those. Me and my patience level and having limitations, I can't. At Elia. At Atelier. 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 Thank you, sleeper. I got it there. Wait, it's how you thought it's pronounced. Okay, then I don't know if that's right. I'm slaying it on the website. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But I'm not actually slaying it at all. I still have not had a conversation with a single person. Okay, guys, let's begin the manifestation stuff. Let me just switch to the YouTubes. Okay. And we're gonna watch this video.
Our reality.
Um, I do need to pause the music. I manifest money. Yeah, we all want to manifest that. We all want to manifest that. But money is something that's outside of you. The way manifestation works is that you need to focus inward because you can't control what's happening out there. When you, when, y- I can't even explain it. Let's just watch the video. My brain, I don't feel like talking about it. I'm gonna pause the music. I hope there is sound.
Is made up of our beliefs, what we have picked up over our life and accepted as.
Okay, okay. Full screen. Okay, that is actually a bit better. Sorry that it's cut off on like it's not perfect, but it's because you know on Windows there's the thing at the bottom the so the dimensions I can't make it fit perfectly, no matter what. Stoicism. I love Stoicism and Taoism. I really like Taoism. Delta, did I greet you? I'm sorry if I didn't. I think it's because I saw you in Kings and Queens earlier, so my brain was like, I saw you already. Different Delta. Yeah, the other one disappeared just off the internet, bruh. I think he's living his best life. Taoism? No, Taoism. Taosi. Wait, Tao. Tao. ISM. Ism. There we go. Okay, let's watch the video. It's only 50 minutes. 15 minutes, yo, not 50. Goodness gracious. Yeah, there we go.
Our reality is made up of our beliefs. What we have picked up over our life and accepted as fact manifests into the way physicality arranges itself. The way that you talk to yourself is how you talk to the universe. Hello, my loves, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leora Alexandra. Welcome to the B community. Another deep breath together. And on this channel, we talk about spirituality and personal development. And today we're going to talk about how to rearrange reality with our thoughts. Because basically our thoughts and our conversations with ourselves is how we speak to the universe. Just a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video, my spiritual jewelry line, Alchemy by LA. If you've been looking for a new spiritual tool to assist and enhance your journey, if you're looking for healing, balancing, manifesting your soulmate, abundance, creativity, fertility, or just need some extra spiritual protection, visit alchemybyla.com. Link in the description below. Check out my beautiful little pieces of functional spiritual art. Thank you, and right into the video we go. A lot of us, more than you could even possibly imagine, find ourselves in a place where we no longer know how to help ourselves, or we don't even know where to start. We might not have any motivation to get ourselves together, our lives together, to go to the gym, to get off the couch, to eat healthy, and to much less to go after our dreams.
Hi, Dames.
And a lot of the time, we believe that the answers to that is to force ourselves to be outer motivated, force ourselves to do things that we're simply energetically not ready to do. We're not in alignment with it. So listening to affirmations, to motivational videos, all of that is amazing and it works and it's so helpful and I do it all the time. But there really is nothing more life-changing than being self-motivated, than receiving validation and encouragement and motivation from your inner voice. So I believe—
Wait, that's literally what I was talking about like 5 seconds ago. How did they know? Because I didn't put this in a playlist or anything. I just opened YouTube and I was like, okay, let's see what's on the homepage and then let's go with that. How are you doing, Dames? Welcome in. Do you like the stuff? Yes, I do. I like her channel particularly because she's more like grounded because she studies the stuff. Whereas the other people on YouTube are very like influencers and they just want to sell stuff and they just want to be popular and it's all about them and it's just like, no. Yeah, they knew what you needed. YouTube is always listening. YouTube is bus. But sometimes it helps you. Okay, I'm going to continue.
that if you want to start truly caring for yourself and changing your life, you can't force it through your outer reality first. You can, but it's really difficult that way. Rather, if you clean up your inner world, your programming, then your outer life will align little by little until you are able to make these huge changes and care for yourself again and go after your dreams again. Our reality is made up of our beliefs. What we have picked up over our life and accepted as fact will manifest into the way physicality arranges itself. So throughout your life, you may have picked up certain beliefs about the way that the world works, certain beliefs about other people and about yourselves.
Yeah.
And you pick these beliefs up from comments made by others, from your caretakers, from your school, your classmates, your teachers, your friends, neighbors, family, everyone that had a hand in raising you technically. And the younger you are when you hear these beliefs, specifically from the ages of 1 through 7, the more you believe them and the more that these beliefs will shape your reality. And so here we are now, adults with a set of beliefs that make up our reality, our levels of contentment, our levels of success, how we love others and how we accept love and love ourselves, how healthy we may be. Really, everything is determined by these world-shaping beliefs that you've adopted as your own that weren't yours to begin with. So
I want to just give examples of what she means. Like, say now you have the belief that all businesses or companies in the world are just out to use people for their own agenda and they don't really care about you. If that is a belief that you got from, I don't know, your parents or whoever, then you're only going to attract jobs or interviews from companies that treat their employees poorly. So if you change that inner belief to start believing something different, you'll start attracting different results. That kind of thing. With me, I think my problem is I'm it's very, very ingrained in me that men are useless. Like I learned that from my mother and my upbringing, and just everything around me taught me that men are nothing but useless. And that belief system is really holding me back in life. And I can see it in the type of men that were in my life. So it's difficult to unlearn something, that you learned like before you even knew anything. Finding inner peace while I'm looking for coffee beans. Nice. Coffee at this time of the night? You know what? I don't judge. I really wanted coffee as well. But I had 2 cups today, so I thought, you know what? Maybe let's go for tea. That's why I'm also bus. I can't help but to overhear gonna. uh, okay, I'm gonna continue.
Could work really well for some of us. For example, when I was in first grade, my teacher called my parents into school to show them my art, tell them I was gifted and that they should really encourage this talent. This stayed with me. This reinforced my ego construct to believe that I was creatively gifted, and it changed my self concept. But compare that to my brother who had trouble in school and would get teachers commenting on him not being a good student rather than helping to assimilate to America when we just got here. He internalized that he isn't a good student, that he isn't smart, and he continued to have trouble with education for the rest of his academic career, even though he is objectively the most intelligent one of our families. After testing all of our IQs, he has the highest IQ. He's a genius, but he could never succeed academically because of what he internalized to be true about himself as a student. Now, these beliefs are not usually reinforced repeatedly by the same people who taught them to you. Rather, you are the reinforcer of these beliefs. Whenever you have a thought,
Hi, Swiftfly. Can you whistle with the fingers? I can't. I can't even whistle the normal way. I can't. Can you hear that? Yeah, I can't. Wild first message. Why do you ask? Uh, oh yeah, also commenting on what she just said. Wait, what was I gonna say? I forgot now. Do you guys have any beliefs that you feel like that you picked up along the way that's kind of holding you back in life now that you wish you could unlearn? Another word for beliefs is also conditioning. It's conditioning. Like if you, how can I say, you were conditioned to believe certain things like a certain way, then yeah, it's very difficult to unlearn that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna press play.
or feeling that echoes what you learned in childhood or even later on and fully accepted, you are affirming and validating that reality. So I reinforced my positive beliefs in my creativity throughout my teenage years, and my art and my writing improved. I was my own biggest cheerleader when it came to that until I stopped caring about it, which is unfortunate. I should have probably returned to art. But my brother still to this day reinforces his own beliefs that he doesn't believe he's exceptionally intelligent or talented, and that has held him back from—
Oh, now I remember what I wanted to say. One thing that how can I say, one belief that I've been picking up. Okay, this is actually, I don't know why I'm sharing this with you guys, but if not in this stream, then when? Um, over the years, dating people, I'm sorry that this keeps coming back to dating, but this is just what's on my mind in this stage of my life right now and at this age as well. Um, Looking back at the people that I've dated, I think because, which is not a lot, it's like 3 people. It What I learned about myself from those experiences, I think I picked up a belief that I'm not good enough somewhere along the line. And like every single day, I'm trying to combat that. But just, it's still there. Like, I know it's still there. It's not something you can just unlearn. I hope in this video she explains like methods for changing your beliefs, because some of the stuff is ingrained in us so deeply that we don't like. How? Girl, explain please.
from his own success in these kinds of fields, right? He's successful in his own way. I kid you not, my brother is a genius. One time we found a short story that he wrote, and amongst us, the family looked up to see the story online to see if it was plagiarized because it was so well written. But the kid had written it himself, and it blew us all away. When you don't believe in yourself, then that talent doesn't really have anywhere to go, right? The way that we talk to ourselves repeatedly can be the key to our liberation or the shackles to our self-imposed prison. So let's talk about how we can talk to ourselves so that we can be happier, healthier, more successful in all areas of our life, and just liberate ourselves truly. So self-talk is essentially the dialogue that goes on in your mind all day long. And this can be either positive and constructive or negative and destructive. So the way that we speak to ourselves shapes our feelings, our actions, our reactions, which in turn shape our reality and our place in that reality. You cannot become a self-actualized, joyful millionaire if you keep talking about yourself as poor and insecure and believing yourself to be that way. Negative self-talk can truly limit your potential, or it can empower and motivate you to reach your full potential. So the first step to better self-talk is awareness. I know if you've been around for a while, you probably knew this was coming, because awareness is always the first step to our evolution. Becoming aware of your thoughts and noticing the negative and destructive ones, and also noticing the positive and constructive ones. Because simply becoming aware that we might be limiting ourselves with certain thought patterns can empower us to replace those thoughts with more empowering ones. So for me, this feels really good and really expansive. Let's say I'm having a really bad day, I'm in the car, I've spiraled into a destructive self-talk session, I feel really crappy. But the moment I gain awareness of my thoughts, I realize I'm just calling more of what I don't want into my reality. I'm focusing on what I don't want because I'm in this spiral and my emotions have risen to meet these thoughts, which creates thought forms. So to me, it feels so good to notice the thought, because when I notice it, I can do something about it. I can start to replace it with a more empowering one. So this is similar to how I practice meditation. I focus on the breath and I notice and become aware of each time that I've lost my breath and attached to a thought instead. The noticing is the meditation. The bringing myself back to my breath is the practice. In the same vein, bringing myself back to more empowering
Wait, I need to see that
thoughts.
again.
What practice? Scene is time that I've lost my breath and attached to a thought instead. The noticing is the meditation. The bringing myself back to my breath is the practice. In the same vein, bringing myself back to more empowering thoughts. Whatever I am thinking and whatever I'm feeling strongly is what's going to happen in my life makes me feel so much more empowered and connected to the all-powerful creative power of this universe, because, wow, so many powers in that sentence, because it gives me free will. It allows me, okay, you've noticed it, now what will you do with these thoughts? Where are you gonna go? Are you gonna come back to the breath, come back to the positive, empowering thought, or are you going to let your thoughts go errant, let your meditation come off track? All of life is a meditation in that way, right? So I want to talk about what sort of negative thoughts we might encounter while we do this sort of self-analysis, this self-monitoring. Because sometimes people are not even sure whether their thoughts are positive or negative, right? So these are just a few of them. The first is mind reading. That's assuming we know what someone is thinking of us or what someone is thinking in general. We normally lean negative when we make these assumptions, and that makes us hate ourselves and often this other person, when in reality, we have no idea what the other person is thinking. And in fact, we can change the fabric of reality by imagining that they're actually thinking positively about us. The second type of negative thinking is all or nothing thinking, which is just seeing things in black and white, this or that, and there's no middle ground, there's no nuance, right? For example, if I don't get this job, I'll never work in this field, I'm a failure, I wasted my life, this person doesn't want to date me, I'm unlovable, and I'll never have a partner. No, actually, that's not how life works. You can be a lovable, delectable peach and someone might still prefer apples. It doesn't mean no one will love a peach out there. So questioning your all or nothing thinking becomes this really powerful, awareness exercise. And then there's other types of negative self-talk, such as catastrophizing. I don't know if I added extra letters to that word. I hope I said it right. That is expecting the worst possible outcome in every situation, and also using should statements, such as, I should be better at this. He should be calling me by now. She should have done this or that instead.
Oh my word.
And these are all really limiting thoughts, and it's pretty easy to recognize which thoughts are going to be constructive and which are destructive, because you kind of have to notice whether they
Facts! I always say I should exercise more the whole time. I should stop saying that. Guys, I just realized like I should get back into meditation. I should do it every day, bruh. Why? Why do I stop? If I stick to that, like screw exercising. Meditation is way more important. Oh my gosh. I actually need. You know what? That's my goal for this month. Wait, I need a piece of paper. I need to write these things down somewhere. Goal goals for December. Meditate every day. Surely it's just sitting. I can do it. It's not just sitting, but you know what I mean. That's what I say to trick my brain to not skip it. Meditate every day. I think I'll join you on that. Yeah. And I'm not going to do guided meditations, or I'll change it up, like depending how I feel. But I know today I said I was going to do a guided meditation, but I think I'm going to do a silent one rather. Or should I do a guide? I don't know. What do you guys prefer? Do you want a guided one or a silent one? It's going to be 10 minutes. Or did I say 5 minutes? 10 minutes for later. And yeah, I should do that. Okay, I'm going to continue.
they make you feel expansive when you think them, or do they make you puff your chest out, or do they make you contract and cave in? So we can begin this self-analysis simply by deciding to be more aware and to listen to ourselves more. But what's really helpful in the beginning is if you would keep a journal or a note in your phone, and whenever a negative thought comes up throughout the day, write it down. This paying attention to your thoughts is going to become a habit, and you're going to start listening more mindfully to the soundtrack that runs through your mind all day long, and kind of monitor what's going on there. After a few days of journaling, you can reflect on your thoughts. You can look for patterns and triggers. Ask yourself, do any certain situations trigger these thoughts? Maybe certain times of day. Like for example, I noticed when I first started doing this that my negative thoughts increased when I was scrolling on social media for too long, which is common because we're comparing our behind the scenes on the couch or whatever to thousands of strangers' highlight reels, right? So I picked up on this pattern and I had to do that less in order to shift the way my thoughts flowed throughout the day. Now, when we have these thoughts written down, or at least mentally identified, what do we do with them? The work deepens when we begin to challenge our negative thoughts. So for example, if you think to yourself, I'm a failure, I never succeed at anything, then you would ask yourself, is that actually true? Can I think of any time when I've succeeded in anything? And then you really think of any time, big or small, when you may have succeeded. The moment you find one small example even, you know that your negative thought is objectively untrue and you can change the narrative.
Wait, what?
Negative thought, so for it written down or I picked up on this pattern and I had to do that less in order to shift the way my thoughts flowed throughout the day. Now, when we have these thoughts written down or at least mentally identified, what do we do with them? The work deepens when we begin to challenge our negative thoughts. So for example, if you think to yourself, I'm a failure, I never succeed at anything, then you would ask yourself, is that actually true? Can I think of any time when I've succeeded in anything? And then you really think of any time, big or small, when you may have succeeded. The moment you find one small example even, you know that your negative thought is objectively untrue and you can change the narrative. And then once
Oh my goodness. I just realized something. This is the same exercise my therapist gave me a few years ago when I was starting out with therapy. She made me draw this table in my book, which had like 4 or 5 columns. And long story short, it was just you write what happened, like the thing that made me upset, and then you write how it made me feel, and then you write next to it the facts about, like, are those thoughts true? Like, how can I say, like, comparing reality and thoughts, like, and then making you look at the facts. And then when you look at the facts and you look at the truth, you realize that your thoughts are all lies, and that what happened is not as bad as you perceived it to be. And it was like, it was an exercise I had to do every time something happened. Interesting. Interesting that I'm being reminded of this. Maybe I have to do it again. I don't know what you call this exercise though. I'm just adding another note to my goals. I'm gonna say write down. So she said you must write down a negative thought and challenge them with evidence. Got it.
You begin to question your negative self-talk, you can begin to practice being nicer to yourself. Start to reframe the thoughts that we've identified. So I like to notice when I have thoughts like, this is too much, I can't do it, and I change it to something that comes from curiosity, such as, can I learn how to handle this? Or I'm going to learn how to handle this, right? I'm going to learn how to get through this. So you take a tiny step away from negativity and towards curiosity, and things begin to really lighten up. For some people, jumping into positive affirmations might be exactly what's the right next step. For me, it feels good a lot of the times and it's really effective. But for some other people, that might be a bit too much of a leap. But I have really good news for you, because there are studies that came out that have shown there's a psychological technique in which, instead of saying, I am affirmations, you can actually use third-person affirmations. So you would say something like, Lior is doing her absolute best. You create some emotional distance from the affirmation, and it makes it feel more manageable, and then your subconscious mind can allow it to sink in more deeply. Others might think that you sound crazy, so maybe don't do this in public, or do it in public and be your freaky self, whatever you feel like, baby. But it's an interesting technique to try. When you practice talking to yourself, you can talk to yourself in the mirror, especially in the morning and at night. My good friend did this and it literally changed her life. She just spoke her affirmations into the mirror. So that's a good place to start, or to add on to for sure. What we really want to make sure is that the conversation in our head all day long is empowering us and not destroying us as well, right? So I encourage.
I'm not gonna lie, talking to myself in the mirror is hard. The eye contact, I don't wanna, I don't want it. Even though it's me and there's nothing to be afraid of, I still can't do it. That's how deep I don't believe in myself. Like, I'm realizing all this stuff. Every time I come across one video of this chick, she like unlocks my brain. But yeah, that's why we're gonna do this once a month. It's to get us back on track, because it's very easy when the month like progresses, you forget to take care of yourself, you forget to take care of your mind. You start listening to other people's nonsense, you start believing them, and and then it's a loop. Then you in the same cycle as before. So maybe it's good that I started this thing. I hope I stick to it. You guys must make me stick to it. Because it's not about the views and it's not about the sounds, it's not about any of that. This is more like, this is for our well-being. That's more important, because if your well-being is not lekker, nothing is gonna be lekker. It doesn't matter how perfect you try to make the world around you. It's just not gonna work until the inside is right, you know?
You to start speaking your thoughts out loud. Again, maybe not in public, but that's totally up to you. Notice their tone, notice their message, and start to talk to yourself more like you would talk to a friend, and not your worst enemy, which is what a lot of us do, and it's really sad. Lastly, something that worked really well for me is having a friend that I talk to often and committing to each other and to ourselves to only speak nicely about ourselves. I think women specifically have a tendency to get on the phone and complain about everything. It could just be my group of friends, I don't know, but I have made a concerted effort to offer the idea of like, maybe let's talk good about ourselves. And when my friends talk poorly about themselves, I will literally tell them, can you stop talking about my friend like that? They're actually great. Thanks. And so we turn our complaints into gratitude for our blessings and to not beat up on ourselves. And me and this friend would keep each other accountable, and even we just spoke into existence what we wanted our lives to look like. We were kind of each other's thought form keepers, right? And we fed each other's thought forms. If you have a friend that you can do this in person or online, in order to start speaking more beautifully about yourself and about others in the world, this is a really nice and effective concept. All of this to say, let's become our own biggest cheerleaders so that the world can little by little start to cheer us on as well. So regularly practice speaking to yourself more kindly. Things are, tough enough out there. Let's be nicer to each other and to ourselves. I love you. I hope that this helped. And if it did, I'd be so appreciative if you could leave a like on this video and also a comment. I am breathing life and love into my YouTube channel, and I'd love to know that there are still people out there who are still interested in what I have to say.
That was actually really nice. Just to let you guys know, my plan was not to make you watch a whole bunch of videos. Like, we're not gonna sit here on YouTube for 4 hours. I think this one video is enough. Maybe we switch back to here now and bring the music back. Also, welcome in, Lav. How are you doing today? Oh, actually, wait, the time for you now, it's like the AM. So I guess how was your previous day? Since the current day for you has not even begun yet. uh, this video made me think a lot. I think Lisa doesn't like my Minecraft badge. No, I do like it. I said it was cool. Don't lie. I'm dealing with a toxic relationship I have with Destiny too, and it's great. Oh my goodness gracious. uh, my sister also plays Destiny. 8:22 a.m. Damn. She said get rid of it. I never said that. Damn. I literally I was like, where'd you get this Minecraft badge? And then I wanted to see what it's called, and then I asked you, where? Wow, and you didn't answer my question, and now I'm being accusationed. uh, but yeah, guys, how did you feel about that video? Did it make you think about anything that you realize about yourself? I know what my goals are now for this month. You don't need to say the stuff out loud if you don't want to. But if it's like not too personal, you can share, because there's probably, you never know how many people are going through the same thing. It was on a Twitch partnership. Partnership? What's next? I think we can journal. It is time to write down our feelings. But I'm not gonna read what I'm writing out loud, because nobody wants to hear that. Okay. But what I can say is that, for the people that weren't here at the beginning, I said I have 2 journals. One is for like the negative stuff and the trauma dumping and just stuff I want to release. And then the other journal is for manifesting. My release journal is a whole A4 book. That's how much writing I have to do. And sometimes it goes 2 pages long, because I have a tendency to let things bottle up. And then when I have no other way to get it out, I go for the book and I write the stuff down. Where's my pen? Where is my pen? Oh, it's on the other side. Hold on. Be right back. The wire. Okay, yeah. I'm back. You gonna be a monk? I mean, the stuff from this video, you don't really have to be a monk. Anybody, you can apply this even alongside religion, which a lot of people I've seen in the comments do. I was only here for the last 15 seconds of that video. I realized I'm tired, but the grind calls me. You have a bottle to bottle things up? What do you mean? No, I mean my feelings. Bottle up my feelings. You don't know the phrase? It's when you keep everything inside without talking to anybody until you can't take it anymore. I just need to. I'm playing with your head. Oh. Okay. What kind of music do you guys want to listen to while we do this little journal session? Should I leave the music as is or do you want me to play? No! Then kaboom. What do you mean? You know what? I'm gonna play what I usually like to play when I journal. It's just any video on YouTube that says clean trapped negative cleanse in energy, anything along the lines of that. So let's do that. For Spotify, we can go here. Go here. This is called Cleanse All That Trapped Negative Energy from the Past. Solfeggio frequency music. For people that don't know what solfeggio frequencies are, it's 9 frequencies that targets certain. Wait, let me just Google it. Get an image that explains. Let me see. Oh, open image. Here we go. It's basically this. Each different frequency targets different things in the brain. Like we've got here intuition, spiritual awareness, and we've got things like detoxifying the mind and body. So that can have to do with your health. We have got things like communication, relationships, emotional balance. You've got the love frequency, all the different parts of your brain. There's a different frequency for it. So this one is 417 hertz. So what is that for? 400. This one used to enhance emotional well-being and support positive change. Oh wait, I think this is the highest one, and I think this one is the lowest one. It also lines up with your chakras if you believe in the chakras. So open would be like this. But that's a whole nother discussion for another day, explaining what each and every chakra is connected to. Long story short, the crown is like above your head. Then you get the third eye. It's all about, this is basically to do with enlightenment and spirituality. But I'm not gonna get into that because everyone believes in different stuff, and it's not, the stream is not about trying to get anyone to follow anything. This is more like a mental health day. So I'm gonna play this. Which frequency makes a woman hot and bothered? Oh my gosh, Mike Larry, get out of here. You missed the video that I played earlier. That video would have like been very beneficial for you, actually. Sound reboot system. The Windows sound. I'm just gonna play this one. Oh, this is loud in my ears. Oh geez, these patterns. It's gonna look like I'm trying to brainwash you guys. I'm not. I'm really not. Actually, wait, what am I doing? I could look for this on Spotify. The patterns are hurting my eyes. Okay, I'm just gonna make it like this. I just want to listen to the sound, okay? I listen to 4,027 hertz. Kilohertz? Wait, how do you say the K? Kilohertz to calm down. Ah. See, so you understand how the brain frequencies work. Yeah. The only chakra you want is the one in Naruto. You were having supper? What did you have? Okay, guys, we're doing the journaling session now, and we're journaling about everything that we want to release. Everything that we don't want to bring with us into December. We're just focusing on this month and all the things that we want to manifest. So we're going to do 2 journal sessions, okay? First one is talk about the stuff you want to let go of, stuff you don't want to bring with you. And then second journal session is write about the stuff you want to manifest. So if you have a book and a pen or paper, or if you want to type it on your laptop or on your PC or whatever, do you think you don't know what the UVB 76 is? I don't actually. You had kilohertz? Okay, I got it right. You had lamb chops and wedges? Nice. You have that a lot, don't you? It's easy to make, eh? You just pop it in the air fryer and then you're good to go. Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop yapping so we can all journal in peace. Hopefully, I don't write 2 pages, but there's a few stuff that I would just want to get off my chest and I don't want it anymore, so yeah. I will love and leave, need, meditate on my own journey. Okay. Enjoy, dames. We were gonna do a meditation as well, but like I was getting there. Okay, bye. Enjoy. Have a wonderful rest of the evening and the weekend. And thank you for popping in. I'm glad if anything helped today. I'm glad I could help. Get them off. Yes. Guys, I'm still writing. Shh. Bring cookies when you return. Yeah. How long are you gonna meditate? Clownfish spinning video. Don't stare at it too long. You need to be journaling. Okay, I'm done writing. I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long. How was my day and week? It was alright. The beginning of the week was nice, and then from the middle, it just went downhill. Yesterday was awful. I was crying a lot yesterday, and I didn't want to get out of bed until like 2 o'clock. It's pretty depressed. So I think it's good that I did this type of stream today. I needed this. You guys have no idea. I want to do a little bit more journaling, but I think that is not something I can do on stream. Because I mean, I can't sit here in silence. Because I also don't know if you guys are journaling as well. But yeah, it is my first time doing this, so I'm gonna make notes on like how I can improve these types of streams for next time. Because I can't write and talk to chat at the same time, and then I break my focus. Because when you journal, you need to actually be into what you're writing about, and then so you can properly get it out. I'm not. I'm just doing things. things. You just chilling. Okay, okay. Enough of this weird screen. Okay. You did a journal last year on your phone? Not just one? I have to journal at least once a week, every second week. I gotta write at least 2 full A4 pages before I can carry on living because it's just I have I it's just a healthy thing to do because I'm not going to therapy anymore because I can't afford it. So I need to take care of myself using the tools that they gave me when I was at therapy. I need to put into practice what they taught me. And I want to get back into meditation. Do you guys want to watch another video? I saw one 5 seconds ago, but now it's disappeared from the recommendations. I'm gonna post this video in the Discord as well in case anybody wants to return to it. The one that we watched earlier. What the heck? Oh, there's also recipes on my YouTube, my algorithm. Oh wait, Mikey, did I ask you how your day and week was? My goodness. Because I was busy writing, so I didn't still not think how to respond. I answered the question, but I didn't ask you how you are. Okay, I have another video that I really want to watch today, especially since it's on topic. I don't know why what I did to you that you don't ask me how I am. you want to know? You want to know honestly why I sometimes forget to ask you how you are? Because I'm scared you're gonna say something that triggers a negative feeling in me regarding money. But that's my problem, I guess. You traveled this week a lot. Supportive psycho, welcome in. Just chatting. So the weather? No, we're talking about deep stuff. Your Forza bank account looks pretty bad. How? Time to sell some M5s, eh? Okay, I want to watch this video now.
Zen begins at a point
Hold on.
where there's nothing further to seek, nothing to be gained.
Hold
Alan Watt.
on a second.
Zen begins at a point where there's nothing further to seek, nothing to be gained. Alan Watt. We could see the human condition as quenching a thirst with salt water, done repeatedly. We pursue goals that generally require us to pursue other goals. We satisfy our desires, which only leads to the same ones returning, often even more potent. We're looking for a way out, a definitive end of our thirst, an ultimate contentment. Unfortunately, no path seems to lead us there, as if we're stuck in an endless cycle of dissatisfaction. But there's hope. Thousands of years ago, Buddha offered humanity a way out. Thus, Buddhism's philosophical tradition and religion came into existence, and it spread and developed into several schools. One of these schools is Zen Buddhism, prevalent in East Asia. We're about to explore the core of Zen, several key concepts, and how Zen is practiced. Hopefully, at the end of this video, you'll have an idea of what Zen Buddhism is, how it could help quench your thirst by letting go of desires, and how Zen differs from other Buddhist schools, both in theory and practice. But before you let go of desire, if you desire to support this channel, please consider joining my Patreon, where you'll find ad-free videos, have a say in future topics, and even receive free merchandise. You can also follow me on social media for updates, quotes, and more. Thank you, and I hope you'll enjoy this video. Originating in India, Buddhism began spreading through China in the 1st century. Eventually, Chinese Chan Buddhism began to develop in the 6th century, becoming a distinct school of Mahayana Buddhism. It wasn't until the 12th century that Chan Buddhism was first introduced in Japan by a Japanese Buddhist priest named Eisai, although his attempt to establish a lineage failed. After him, other Chan disciples succeeded in establishing Chan Buddhism in Japan, also known as Zen. Zen is a Japanese pronunciation of the same character Chan in Chinese. We'll use the term Zen from now on, as it's the Japanese tradition on which this essay is based. A unique feature of Zen Buddhism is that it's heavily influenced by Taoism, a Chinese philosophy and religion, and to a lesser degree, Confucianism, a Chinese system of thought and behavior. Taoist works like Lao Tzu's Tao Te Ching and the concept of Wu Wei are deeply ingrained in Zen. Zen grew in Japan during the Kamakura period, becoming part of Japanese culture through practices like the tea ceremony, calligraphy, and martial arts. Today, Zen is practiced worldwide, along with other traditions such as Theravada and Vipassana, which are both very popular in the West. But compared to these traditions, Zen has quite a different outlook on spiritual awakening and enlightenment, and how it's attained. Within Buddhism, one finds a distinction between two ways of enlightenment, the gradual and the sudden. The Theravada school, which is currently quite popular in the West, emphasizes that enlightenment, or nibbana, occurs gradually, through lots of practice and following the Eightfold Path. In Zen, however, enlightenment is often described as arising from a sudden experience, known as satori. It doesn't arrive slowly and over time. It's immediate, without warning. So imagine a thick layer of clouds between yourself and a sunny blue sky. In the gradual approach, the clouds dissolve one by one. In the sudden approach, however, the clouds are blown away instantly. It's an immediate event, a sudden and profound shift in experience. In the Zen tradition, this moment of insight is called satori. Satori is where the illusion of a separate fixed self and reality is briefly lifted. It offers a direct realization of the true nature of existence, an insight beyond mere intellect, so profound that the illusory sense of separation collapses. And it collapses suddenly, like an explosion or shattering of a mirror. Satori is letting go. It's the sudden dissolvement of all illusion. The water becomes crystal clear, the matrix is unveiled, so to speak, and one realizes how things truly are. Satori is also the starting point of the road to full liberation, enlightenment. The truth is clear, and what's been seen cannot be unseen. Now it's time to get oneself out of this mess, once and for all. But where to begin? The starting place of Zen is the present moment, as it's the present where everything happens. There is no time like now. It's when we experience, feel, think, and simply exist. In this regard, Zen aligns itself with Stoicism, Taoism, and other schools of Buddhism. Just read Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, and you'll notice he values the present moment, seeing it as a gift and the only thing we have. Or listen to some Dhamma talks by the Theravada monks, and you'll notice that clinging to past events or worrying about the future are activities to let go of. They obscure the present, where both practice and experience are done. It's also the basis for Wu Wei, a Taoist concept closely related to Zen. From the view of Zen Buddhism, reality unfolds itself in the present. But even though the present is always there, we generally cloud it by all kinds of thinking. Our minds create this barrier between the world and an illusory separated self. That same mind also turns out to be a master at analyzing, overthinking, planning, and fantasizing. Qualities that have a time and place and can be valued as tools for survival and progress, but also get us into trouble as they cut us off from the direct experience of our surroundings. All these fantasies, concepts, judgments, etc. lead to hesitation and overthinking. We're acting from a place of ego in which past and future abound. The present, and with that I mean the actual clear undistorted present, therefore becomes small, but the past and the future become big, along with the veil of concepts and ideas we project onto the present. Alan Watts, scholar of Zen and author of The Way of Zen, describes it as follows. When life is empty with respect to the past and aimless with respect to the future, the vacuum is filled by the present, normally reduced to a hairline, a split second in which there's no time for anything to happen. End quote. Zen aims to expand the present moment, which means letting go of what's obscuring it. In other words, clearing the sky of the clouds between ourselves and the atmosphere. A traditional Japanese way of expanding the present is a tea ceremony. During Chanoyu, or the Way of Tea, the participants are entirely devoted to the ceremony, honoring the present moment and seeing it as unique, once in a lifetime, never to be experienced again. The realization that every moment is unique. The Japanese have a term for it, Ichigo Ichie, which I made a separate video about a while ago. In the present, you can experience Satori, the aha moment, the letting go of the ego's illusions. The big question is, how exactly does one attain this sudden awakening? Let's first discuss what not to do, as it's the most apparent trap people tumble into, seeking enlightenment and grasping for it. In Zen, Buddhahood isn't attained. It's already there. We should only burst through the illusions created by our minds to get there. One illusion the mind creates is a false sense of self, the idea that there is a separate, isolated me. I quote, "It is fundamental to every school of Buddhism that there is no ego, no enduring entity, which is the constant subject of our changing experiences. For the ego exists in an abstract sense alone, being an abstraction from memory, somewhat like the illusory circle of fire made by a whirling torch." End quote. This illusion becomes problematic if one desires enlightenment. The ego desires it, but cannot attain it, as enlightenment entails the dissolution of the ego. However, the ego cannot think beyond itself. It cannot create a concept of enlightenment, because it's beyond thought. It's the very thing that stands in the way of enlightenment, and must be destroyed. But it can only imagine itself as a part of it. It's like a bully looking forward to a party he isn't invited to. The party is a party because he is not there. His absence is why the party is fun. As Dharma master Lok To put it, "True nature is mind. The mind is Buddha. The Buddha is Dharma. One should not use the mind to seek mind, the Buddha to seek Buddha, nor the Dharma to seek Dharma. Therefore, Dharma students should suddenly realize no mind and suddenly attain stillness and silence. End quote. The mind cannot grasp the mind. It's like a sword trying to cut itself, teeth trying to bite themselves. The mind seeking to be enlightened is just another construct of the mind, the very thing standing in the way of enlightenment. Thus, from the viewpoint of Zen, when you're seeking Buddhahood, you lose it. The grasping of the mind to become enlightened is precisely why one isn't. I quote, "If you seek to understand Dharma better, don't grasp the Sangha. You should realize that there is nothing to seek. Also, do not grasp the Buddha or the Dharma, for again, there's nothing at all to seek." We have now arrived at the ambiguity of Zen, as we've been delving into concepts of Zen, such as the illusions of the self, the nature of the present, and the vanity of seeking and grasping. Putting this all into practice means we should forget about this stuff. Throw everything I said in the garbage. It's like we've explored how a television works, how the circuits operate, how things are connected. But now we're about to watch it. These are two entirely different things. The former entails explanations and rational understandings. The latter requires attention. The ego, the many concepts, the grasping and clinging, the overanalyzing and worrying, these need to go. But again, we can't use our minds to eliminate these things. We need to see through its illusions. Hence, it's common for Zen monks to talk about Zen as little as possible. Revisiting Zen concepts over and over equals lingering in the mind, the problem they actually intend to solve. We need to stop seeking, not just for enlightenment, but for anything. Because the activity of seeking is driven by a dissatisfied ego. In Zen Buddhism, meditation techniques are used to dissolve the clouds of illusion so that the sky of awareness becomes clear. As Thomas Merton describes, Buddhist meditation, but above all that of Zen, seeks not to explain, but to pay attention, to become aware, to be mindful. In other words, to develop a certain kind of consciousness that is above and beyond deception by verbal formulas or by emotional excitement. Deception in what? Deception in its grasp of itself as it really is. Deception due to diversion and distraction from what is right there. Consciousness itself. End quote. This process is gradual, which seems to contradict Satori, which is a sudden event. But even though the cultivation of the state where Satori may arise is a gradual process, Satori itself still occurs suddenly. We never know when it will happen. Zazen is a meditation method used by Zen practitioners, which is comparable in some ways to Theravada breath meditation. One of the goals of Zazen is developing a deep sense of focus, a right concentration, or one-pointedness, also known as ekagata in Pali. I've encountered countless definitions of this state, which include stillness of mind, being in the present, and a harmony between bodily and mental energy. Unlike conventional concentration, it's relaxed and happens without effort or straining. The present moment becomes robust. There is clarity. There is a lack of mental illusions. Usually, when there is sufficient one-pointedness, the student begins koan practice. Koans are curious dialogues that intend to lay bare the teachings of Zen. They're used to test the student's insight, but also to progress on the path to true liberation. Koans are sophistically created to pierce through rational thinking, to trap it, to exhaust it, so one can experience what's beyond it. Take, for example, a classic koan featuring Zen master Joshu. A monk asked Joshu, a Chinese Zen master, "Does a dog have Buddha nature or not?" Joshu replied, "Mu." Without context, this koan can seem puzzling. The answer, mu, points to a Buddhist teaching of sunyata, emptiness, which denies any fixed essence behind phenomena, including the concept of Buddha nature. Joshu's response challenges the notion of searching for a true nature. There is no concept of true nature. There's just this. Direct experience beyond conceptual thinking. However, by describing and naming it, I already succumbed to the mind's illusory nature. I'm trying to wash off blood with blood. In essence, Zen isn't a collection of ideas or concepts. It's about direct experience, something beyond words and impossible to fully grasp with a thinking mind. This experience isn't something I can seek because I can't even comprehend what I'm looking for. So I guess the best way to describe Zen is thank you for watching.
That video is very long and takes so much concentration. My brain. Okay. No more videos. I think I'm gonna wrap up stream here because I can't really do much more. It wasn't supposed, like, look at the time. It wasn't even, I never thought we would be here till 10, but okay. Okay, but before I go to end off, I actually want to take some time to say thank you to you guys that have been supporting me on a regular basis. It really, really means a lot to me. Like, you guys don't even understand, and I don't say thank you enough. And the journey that we've been on, I think this year, 2025, is the first year that I have streamed consistently for the whole year. And to watch the channel grow has been amazing. So, really, thank you guys. Thank you so, so much. And it's not just on Twitch, it's also on other platforms like on YouTube. My videos are starting to do a little better because I changed up my editing style and there's been more comments now as well. Thankfully, there hasn't been any bad comments or anything like that, so that's nice. Um, so yeah, the journey has been going well, and also it's how can I say, I also want to say thank you to you guys, except my bad comments. There's no comments. There's no bad comments from you. What was I also gonna say? I lost my train of thought now. Oh, also, like, I've made it an important thing this year that I pay attention to my health and to make sure that I take breaks and to not force a grind when it comes to doing this stuff, because I've noticed that whenever I take a break, then I come back feeling better and having more creative ideas. So the breaks help more than pushing myself past my limits. And like the amount of stuff that I got to upgrade on the channel in the 1 year is just yo. Like, I have a to-do list of things that I'm supposed to do, but then sometimes when I'm resting, I'll get an idea for something else, like putting my Minecraft character on the screen. That came out of nowhere, and then I just did it one day, and it's just that changed everything. Because now I finally had a better sense of direction where I was going with the branding, and I could make the emotes better. And then I wasn't planning to like make the mouth move or make the eyes blink. And then one day I just stumbled across a website where it was easy to do it. And then bam, it was done. And that wasn't even on the to do list. For what it's worth, I instantly liked you and the channel when I discovered it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, you were here for long, so you saw how many changes the channel went through. So the people that stick around for me and not just for like the channel being a certain way, thank you for staying. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. And yeah, I'm glad that you guys can stick around and watch the channel grow and see where it's going. But yeah, it's been an amazing journey. And now we are at the end of 2025. Next year, we're going to have new goals. I don't know what yet, but I try not to make my goals too big. But like the let's say the bigger picture goal is to reach 1K followers and of course to make Twitch partner. That's the obvious main goals. But I try not to focus on those too much because that's, I think, still a while to go. What's important right now is that I enjoy what I do. Because if I'm not enjoying myself, then you guys are not going to enjoy yourself. And also, something that I wanted to incorporate a bit more was a little bit more honesty about things that I want to share. Like sharing a little bit more about myself, but not sharing too much because you need to have a balance between like your public life and your personal life. Not that I have much of a personal life going on anyway. But like I want to be open about things that mean a lot to me instead of hiding them away and thinking that people's not gonna care about it. Like, how am I supposed to find my people if I don't start talking about things that means stuff to me, you know? So also I want to thank you guys for allowing me to do that. That's very special. And also, I want to thank you guys for not being toxic. We make a lot of jokes and we have banter, but I think we found a nice balance between making fun of me, making fun of each other, and being respectful as well. So that's thank you for that, guys. That's really I'm very lucky to not have a chat that's like out of control. Because I think in if that was in that kind of situation, I would just like cry and like close down the channel and start fresh. But would that even be possible when people already know you are? Like, yeah. It takes both sides to get it right, really, like to build a sense of understanding. So I'm glad that that we've been on the same page. Yeah, I'm gonna in stream. I'm gonna raid out to somebody. I have no idea who I'm gonna raid, and then I'll see you guys again. Wait, what's the schedule looking like? Ooh. Sunday morning, the regular scheduled Minecraft stream. I don't even know what I'm gonna do on the stream. Oh, by the way, the new movie night poll is up for next week, so please vote. And please, for heaven's sake, can you guys like put a reminder in your phone or set an alarm for when movie night starts? Because I've noticed you people always forget, and I'm not gonna send reminders because I don't want to ping the channel, the Discord. I don't want to make annoying pings, you know. So you guys must just set an alarm. It's every Thursday night, 8 o'clock. Because it's like, why are you guys voting if you're not planning to watch the movie? But at the same time, I also don't mind. Like, if I'm watching the movie by myself, it doesn't matter because the movie night is more for me so that I can get myself to do an activity that forces me to have no other distractions. So when I stream the movie in Discord, I can't just pause it quickly and minimize and then go open 20 tabs and do something like create something. Because every time that happens, like when you ADHD, you're doing one thing and then you get ideas and then you start doing other thing, but you didn't finish the first thing and then you end up starting a million things and then before you know it, within an hour you're tired and you need a nap. That's me every day. So that's why I need to have these things as well. You can't make the movie night? It's no worries. It's all right. I know not everybody can make it. That's why I made a little popcorn club. If you're not part of the popcorn club, you don't even need to worry about a thing. But yeah, but the three choices on the poll is Tokyo Drift, Herbie Fully Loaded, and Honey. You guys can vote for next week. I'm happy to watch either. Yesterday we watched. Well, I watched it alone. Two people came in, but like at the end of the movie. I watched Too Fast and Furious. It was great. It was great, especially because yesterday I was having an awful day, like crying the whole day. And then when I sat down for movie night and I played the movie, and the intro started and the music started playing, the iconic Fast and Furious music and stuff, I immediately felt better. Fast and Furious is like my comfort movies, so I'm not even mad that nobody watched it with me. It's fine. um also the friends Pew and Sloth and who else was invited to play Wrath together. I don't know if I'm gonna stream that. I have not decided because if there's gonna be too much people in Discord voice chat, then I can't talk to chat at the same time. So I don't think I'm gonna stream Raw. I don't know. I'll have to see. We haven't even planned a day and a time yet, so we shall see. Next Friday we back to girls' night. I'm gonna continue the Bratz game. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Let me look for somebody to raid. It's okay to have private friends? What do you mean? Raft is funny. Will you guys watch if I stream Raft? The thing is, I get worried like if I'm unable to read chat and talk to people in VC at the same time. I feel like people are gonna leave. Cause yeah. Oh, wait, let me see who's live. Find somebody to raid along. Who is there? Friends you play games with without chat. Oh, it's okay to have private friends. But they also my Twitch friends. And you guys also know they are, so it's like it's not that private. I wish I had private friends, but it's hard, okay? Everybody has already established who their friends are, so for me to just be the third or the fifth wheel, I don't want that. Wait, you made me close my raid window again. I did reopen it and start over. You have a very select set of friends. I mean, yeah, you have to. You have to. Nobody really wants to have a million friends. It's about quality, not quantity. You know what? Let's raid African Puppy. Why not? We send some of the good energy that we made today in today's stream and we go and whoosh it over there by AP and smother everybody in chat with positivity until they start burning. Why don't we do that? The ones I had just wanted stuff from me. Yeah, no, you don't want friends like that. I've never really been used by friends, but I feel like for me it's hard to keep friends because like sharing stuff in common, stuff that we like. So like I feel like I can't truly be open with anybody until I find the friend that is like the best friend, the bestest friend that I can have. I don't know, it's hard. It's hard. But I guess I'm also not looking, hey? I mean, it's fine. I've made some nice friends on Twitch. We play games together. We enjoy good times. So I'm not really complaining with the friendship stuff too much. I'm all right. I'm content. Okay, we're gonna go. We're gonna raid African Puppy. He's playing Bloodborne. Let us. I can be alone on day for days on end. Me too. That's another thing. I can't handle friend groups that want to go out all the time because I don't have the money. And like, I feel bad asking them to cover me or asking them for a lift and all this stuff. Like, I would rather have friends I would rather just have online friends. Just play games, just socialize that way, get my socializing in, you know? So maybe a friendship doesn't have to be as deep as society wants us to think. Like when I have my husband, I can have a deep friendship with him. But like my online friends and like friends that I play games with, it goes well when it's not that deep. When you start making things deep, then you start making problems. You hate even going to the shops. so, so going out is effort. Okay, I'm gonna raid. Good night, everybody. Good night, Mike Larry. Sleep well. I hope you have a fabulous rest tonight, and I hope you have a great weekend. I hope everybody has a great weekend. Look after yourselves, look after your mind, your body, your thoughts, your everything. And I'll see you when I see you again Sunday. or before that. I don't know yet. I honestly I don't know. I'm going with the flow. Bye, everybody.